weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Tight end making the catch. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, check. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. It's been a long day for you. Check right. Watch it, watch it slap. Watch it swing. Check. Fresno. No. Off. Tighten up. Big edge.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Check 4. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Yeah. Check. Hayward. Check nickel. Check.
Looking to throw. Fields. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check.
Throwing after the interception. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Kill, kill, kill. 36, 36. Kill, kill, kill. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check. Ball trot. Hot, hot. Check, check.
Throwing on first down. Fields. He's going to launch this thing. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Shift, watch the shift.
Throwing again. Fields rolling to his left. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike, check. 59. Tackles. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Showing it.
Back to throw. Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Check the backer. Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Let's get it. Mike 5'5", Mike 55, Mike 5'5". Here we go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Leo.
Here's Gordon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready to break. Check that one, Mike 52 right here. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Go. You got me ready. Hey, exit. He's coming. 6-6. Pull it high. Now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Costello. And he's got his man on the out route. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Costello. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
18 Gator. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down, Costello. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down. Hey, check 24. Screen. Kick the edge. Come. Check 90.
Operating from the gun. Fields looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55. Cut. Go. 15, check 0.
To throw on second down. Fields forced out to his left. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. What? You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Kill. 20. Check 25. Go. He's checking. He's ready.
2nd and 10.
Check it.
Flush. And it's a fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Costello. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He gets it to Thomas. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. On second down, it's Gordon, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Ready? 50, plant. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, wahoo. Get it.
Back to throw. Costello. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is fielded at the 7. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play that time for the Raiders. 66 yards for him on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
I'm coming after you. Slam, slam, slam. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Switch, switch. Yeah. Say. Switch. Will. Wide, get wide.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Brown. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
come out in the pistol. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And his kick is indeed good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Gordon on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Just keeping the play alive. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one for him.
I don't know.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll run now with Brown. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Down. 10 Lobo.
59.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get it, go.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Hey, team 6.
Check 31.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Costello. His throw caught right around the 6. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go with Brown. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Mike by 5. Mike exempted. By 5. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's put him on the buses.
This is Brown on the carry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 3rd down, Brown. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers. Rush in. Rush in.
He'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Costello. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And out across midfield down to the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. Now a desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that one, Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Come on, Shaq. You fucking man. Shaq, 55 to Mike. Here I come.
Down to a knee one more time.